Imagine holding a phone that literally hides its screen from the person sitting right next to you. No plastic film, no cheap stickers, just pure, high-tech magic built into the glass. The Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks are finally here, and Samsung just made a move that has the entire tech world talking. They quietly swapped the camera, and it is not what you think. While everyone was looking at the lens, Samsung was busy flipping the entire script on how a flagship phone should actually work. If you are planning to pre-order this device, you need to stop everything and listen, because the hardware inside this phone is no longer the star of the show. For the fourth year in a row, Samsung is sticking with a 12-megapixel resolution for the selfie camera. Before you get angry and head to the comments, there is a massive secret hidden in the supply chain. Samsung is ditching their own in-house sensors. They're buying from their biggest rival, Sony. This is the first time we are seeing a massive supplier swap like this for the Ultra series. Usually, Samsung wants to use its own parts to save money. Moving to the Sony IMX874 means their own internal tech likely couldn't keep up with the cost or the quality needed for 2026. Sony sensors are famous for natural skin tones and better dynamic range. Samsung is basically admitting that Sony does it better. They are choosing to buy a better base so they don't have to spend billions on software fixing bad photos. But don't let the 12-megapixel number fool you. This isn't just a copy-paste from last year. The field of view has been widened to 85 degrees. If you look at the leaked dummy models for the S26 Plus and Ultra, you will see a physically larger hole punch cutout. This allows for much broader selfies, which is great for group shots. However, staying at 12 megapixels while Chinese competitors are moving to 50-megapixel front cameras is a very bold choice. Samsung is betting entirely on their new AI processing to make these photos look sharp. If you are waiting for a massive hardware leap in resolution, you might want to keep holding out. This is a side grade disguised as an improvement. The real evolution of the S26 Ultra is happening under the hood with One UI 9. There is a new feature called Now Nudge that is going to change how you use your phone or creep you out. This is an ambient AI layer that stays active all the time. It constantly reads what is happening on your screen in real time. Imagine you are texting a friend about a flight. Before you even ask, a small bubble pops up with your flight status and a button to book a rental car. If you are filling out a complicated government form, the AI recognizes the boxes and pulls your data from your ID and calendar to autofill everything instantly. It is a direct clone of Google's Magic Queue, but because it is baked into Samsung's system, it works deeper with your native apps. Samsung's strategy is clear. They want to make you so dependent on the phone doing your busy work that switching to an iPhone or a Pixel feels like moving back to the Stone Age. But there is a price to pay for this convenience. Having an AI constantly watching your screen requires a terrifying amount of processing power. The S26 Ultra is powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. This chip hits a crazy clock speed of 4.6 GHz. In early benchmarks, it destroys every other phone on the planet. But there is a catch. Leaked thermal tests show the phone throttles heavily after just a few minutes of heavy use. It gets hot, and it drains the battery fast. Plus, you have to ask yourself, do you really want a digital shoulder surfer reading every private text and bank statement you open? To make things even more interesting, Samsung is taking a massive shot at Google's search dominance. They are integrating Perplexity AI directly into the Samsung Internet browser. It's called Ask AI. Instead of opening a new tab to search, you just tap a button and the AI summarizes the entire web page for you or answers specific questions. By choosing Perplexity over Google's Gemini for this specific feature, Samsung is keeping you locked inside their own browser. They know people are getting tired of constant AI pop-ups, so they have included a kill switch to turn it all off. This shows they are actually listening to user feedback regarding AI fatigue. If the camera swap and the AI didn't convince you, the screen tech definitely will. Samsung Display has developed something called Flex Magic Pixel technology. This is a hardware-level electronic privacy screen built directly into the OLED panel. We've seen leaked demo videos of a woman on a crowded train. When the person next to her tries to peek at her messages, she taps a toggle in the quick settings. Suddenly, from any side angle, the screen looks completely black. But for the person holding it, the screen stays crystal clear and bright. This isn't like those dark plastic screen protectors you buy at the mall that ruin your display quality. This is dynamic. You can even set it to turn on automatically when you open your banking app or your private gallery. It is the most impressive hardware innovation we've seen in years. However, this luxury comes with a massive warning. If you drop this phone and crack that fancy Flex Magic Pixel screen, the repair cost is going to be astronomical. This is a first-generation piece of tech, and it will be the most expensive screen Samsung has ever put on a phone. We also have confirmation of the new colors. Sky Blue is making a comeback, which looks very similar to the classic Note 7 color. Let's just hope the battery and heat management are better than that legendary disaster. We also have Cobalt Violet as the main marketing color, with pink gold and silver shadow staying as Samsung.com exclusives. The S26 Ultra is a phone for two types of people. If you work in public spaces and value your privacy, the Flex Magic Pixel screen is a literal lifesaver. If you are someone who wants the phone to handle all your scheduling and data entry, the Now Nudge AI is going to feel like magic. But if you are a professional photographer looking for a massive sensor upgrade, this might not be your year. Samsung is moving away from raw specs and moving towards smart features. They're betting that you care more about what the phone can do for you than how many megapixels are in the camera. In my opinion, this is the most mature Galaxy we have ever seen. Samsung isn't chasing numbers anymore, they are chasing utility. The Sony sensor swap is a smart move for better photo quality without the bulk, and the privacy screen is a feature I think every single person will want once they see it in person. It's a bold, expensive, and slightly scary step into the future of AI-driven hardware. If you liked the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest tech leaks. Would you like me to go deeper into the battery life or the newsy Fold 8 leaks?